all this weird ass. But keep my name out your fucking mouth, nigga, cause y'all can't do this. We're the Lamborghini niggas, homies outside, bitch ass niggas. You niggas don't stop playing with you, niggas. Real talk, nigga. I'm not no internet nigga. Not at all. I just play a nice guy.
We ain't going back and forth, y'all.
This is just not to represent.
Yo, back with another one. And, you know, we on it. It was brought to us, or to me first, from no other than 1090 Jake. And it's the YouTuber that conspired against Young Thug and the whole snitching allegations. Now, we're not here to dispute that Young Thug was talking too much. He was talking too much. You know, you do a 2-hour interview or whatever, and you know, that's a little bit too much talking with 12, right? But when you listen to them recordings and stuff like that, if it ain't doctored up or being pushed out just a certain way that people want it to be heard, you would think he was telling. But 1090 Jake broke it down and got to the bottom of it, man. So y'all go check his video out, because he did a deep dive in it, you know what I'm saying? He calling it the Young Thug snitching Rico, you know, and who's the head leader of it? No other than Ceddy Nash. He got Whack 100 in on it. He got academics to chime in on it. 6ix9ine even came in. Of course, you know, Rallo from Atlanta, who him and Thug had been having some back and forths. He even got in on it too. But I don't think he was in on the whole play of just pushing this narrative that Thug is a snitch. This seems solely on Ceddy Nash. I don't know his personal reasons why he did it, but you know, he did it. And it's crazy because for somebody who has been exposed numerous times of either talking to the police, giving up information, on top of that, hood hopping, it's crazy to try to make somebody look bad or, you know, spin this narrative on this person when I don't truly think you even know this person. You know, so the time when I seen Dolly, which is Thug's sister, get on the internet and say something about him or say something to him, speak his name, at that point, I didn't truly know what it was for, other than him dropping these recordings of these jail tapes and stuff like that. But let me catch y'all up to speed real quick. Young Thug, his interrogation video has been on the internet for over a year now, but it didn't do a bunch of views. I can't remember the page that actually posted it first. I want to say it's Hip Hop News or something like that, or Hot News Hip Hop, something like that. I can't remember for sure, but they was the first person to actually put it up. It might have only did maybe 10,000 views, 13,000 views on the interrogation videos, but this dude has came out. The person who's behind that page has came out and said he felt like he was outed by Ceddy Nash, and I guess, you know, the whole little, you know, group of people who conspired to make Young Thug look like a rat. He said basically like it was a lot of stuff that blew back on them. They left his name up on the actual posting. So once, you know, when stuff hit the fan, everybody get to blaming him and not the actual real people who's actually trying to push the narrative. He actually said he was paid $500 to take it off his page, but he didn't. He actually just made it private, and he let Ceddy Nash do his thing with it. And it's crazy that it's been up for that long, over a year, and it didn't really get that much rotation or catch any, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, speed to it. But when it got in this individual hand, it went crazy. It spread it like wildfire, you know what I'm saying? You know, he had got Trap Lord Ross in on it. You know, he had the whole No Jumper people in on it, which I think is lame, you know what I mean? You know, that's one of them things where, you know, you throw the rocks and you hide your hand. And that, to me, that's suck activity, that's bust activity, especially for somebody who claimed to be street, you know what I mean? And when I used to see him upload all these, you know, phone calls and just the stuff that he was doing, I'm like, okay, maybe he's doing this because his love for Gunna and them allegedly coming from the same gang, you know what I mean? Which is the 6 O's. But what I've been seeing, a lot of people saying he's not even official. You know, he's from Sacramento, and he got down in his later years and really didn't start pushing it until he made his presence, you know what I'm saying, on the internet. So I'm gonna let y'all check out this little video or this clip from 1090 Jake's page channel in the sentence of the dude actually speaking on, you know, why that he actually, you know, came out and exposed Ceddy Nash on his conspiracy to make Young Thug look like a rat. And we'll get right back.
So what brought it all back? The blogger who originally obtained the interrogation would state Ceddy Nash paid him $500 to take the Young Thug video down so he could re-release it on his channel. Ceddy's ties to a specific YSL member would make things even more interesting.
Yeah, it's funny because I saved a lot of them old videos, like when it first came out. So we know what everybody's opinion was. You know, the academics, WAC 100, just the main people in media. It's crazy how just a little bit of money and just this little campaign could just change so many sheep minds, you know. You know, on August 12th, man, I got paid by Ceddy Nash. And the only reason I'm kind of outing him is because he tried to rewrite the narrative with my logo still on there. So people were hitting me up like, what's going on? But like, he paid me, he said, just take down the video because I want to re-release it on my channel. I'm about to do something. So I took the little money, I put it on private, and like 5 days later, boom, it's everywhere. Trap Lil Ross, he running 4 or 5 different videos. Academics, they all with this new narrative, Young Thug is a rat. Young Thug is a rat. It's crazy. So yeah, people start hitting me up. Cause again, like I said, they just released it with my logo and artwork on there. So people like, well now, how did it just resurface? You know, somebody from Thug Team hit me and I'm like, all I know is I got paid to take my video down. I send a screenshot. They see it's Ceddy Nash and Dora reach out to Ceddy Nash, start going off on him. And that's why Ceddy Nash started with that burn it down bullshit all on his page, like he lashing out at Thug Team.
I got all of this for $30. It's an app called Whatnot. Download it right now. You just search what you're looking.
Cause I guess they kind of hollering at him behind the scenes. You know, I didn't want to out him, but y'all outed me. Y'all paid me to take it down, put it out with my logo, and now he's a rat. Like, and I did some digging, and I found out that Angel, the publicist, that's Ceddy Nash's publicist. That's Woody's publicist. That's Charleston White's publicist. So they all been going hard. Like Charleston White did the Say Cheese interview. Woody, he started a podcast. Ceddy Nash going hard. Like, this is an organized campaign from right over there. Ceddy Nash started the payment. He sent the payment, but they all, that's where it's coming from. I don't know how the jail calls are happening, and I haven't tied it back to Gunna, but it's crazy how they started this shit. It's literally coming down to bullying. They feel like Thug been bullying. So between Woody, who been bullied for ratting, Ceddy Nash been bullied for ratting, Charleston White been bullied for ratting, Angel the publicist worked with all them, they feel like, oh, we finna clip this up and do Young Thug bad. That's really what's going on right now. And it's crazy because people been calling a WAC 100, Rat 100, you know. Trap Lord Ross get accused of ratting. Everybody who been loud about this shit, Rollo, 6ix9ine, this is a people who been bullied. That's what's going on, bro.
So as y'all can see, the type of games that's being played and how it's going down. Y'all heard with y'all own ears. Y'all seen with y'all own eyes. And it's just, it's crazy because I ain't, you know, like I don't really know them two to even know each other or have a problem with each other. Like I said before, I was just on some just guessing why he was unloaded, like you just unloaded on him extra hard, like, you know what I'm saying? Pause, that, because, you know, he probably was feeling like, yo, they trying to bully Gunna, and like I said, they probably, him and Gunna is allegedly from the same, you know what I'm saying, set, right? So I'm thinking he's just trying to have Gunna back, probably trying to get in good graces with Gunna. or whatever. You know how people, once certain stuff hit the internet, man, somebody can be totally in the wrong, man. But if it touches people hard enough, man, everybody's gonna, feel sorry for this person, man. And I just felt like the way they did, Young Thug, the way they tried to drag that through the mud, it did feel like for some reason that it was going extra, you know what I'm saying, a little too overboard with it, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You don't hear nobody else videos, or jail conversations come out, so you know what I mean? Them just private conversations and all that other stuff like that. So, and for a minute I was thinking Fonnie Willis and them was putting it out, and they could have probably been the ones putting it out. Ceddy Nash do have some ties to lawyers and stuff like that, and he always speak on, crimes and court cases and stuff like that. He covered the whole YSL trial, you know what I mean? That's how I kind of got hip to him, actually watching him enough, you know what I mean? I still react to some of his content, you know what I mean? Because he do push out good content, but this situation is lame, you know what I mean? As y'all heard in the tapes when it ain't doctor up, you know what I mean? It's Thug trying to lie to these people. And a lot of people, they always try to do that. They always try to go in there and, spin 12 and stuff like that. But you got to remember, man, 12 do this for a living. This is what they do. So, you trying to lie to the people and stuff like that and trying to spin them, it don't look right. So the first thing people gonna say is, oh, you went in there talking to them police, you went and talk. Yeah, you know what I mean? So following that made Thug come out have to actually do an interview. And, he did it with Big Bank and stuff like that from the Big Facts podcast. And, everybody seen that interview. It was a lot of clips, a lot of memes behind it, but also it was just a good interview overall. You know what I mean? That thing went viral ASAP. But at the same time, nobody never knew behind the scenes why all these people was just pushing their narrative. And, Trap Lord Ross, he has a big platform. If he speak on something, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, is going to either react to it or speak on it too. Ceddy Nash, he has a pretty big following. He speak on a certain situation, a lot of people probably going to pick their news up, run with it, react to it. No Jumper, same thing, you know what I mean? And, everybody just followed suit. So for him to conspire to do that, you know what I mean? 1090 Jacobs calling it the Young Thug snitching Rico, you know what I'm saying? With your boy Ceddy Nash as the head member of this Rico, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And then, for a second, I've been feeling like, people just want the rap scene up out of Atlanta, for real. They tired of Atlanta rapper. They wanted to go somewhere else. But the thing is, man, long as we got a future, it ain't going nowhere. Not to mention we got 21 who's still over there standing solid on all 10. You know what I mean? Gucci don't put out as much music as he used to. He bossed up from a CEO position, but yeah, we still got them type of guys. And when Pooh Shiesty come home and he's still running with the 10-7, we still gonna be rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? So, it was just crazy though, man, because people are really, on this internet, they can play games that they wouldn't usually play. But on this internet, you subject to get played with, you subject to get trolled, you subject to, people just putting rumors and lies out there about you, you know what I mean? And if they put the wrong lie or rumor out there about you and it catch fire, that can take your career, not only your career, but who you are as a person, your character, you know what I'm saying, can take a major hit, man. But I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on that because I really thought that was some sucker stuff. And, guys who claim to be real or street dudes and stuff like that, if y'all pulling moves like that, ain't no telling what y'all will do. And also, not to mention, while we still at it, it's a guy named Byron Blake that's on YouTube, you know what I mean? Y'all go check his channel out. He been getting on Ceddy Nash for being a truth teller, you know what I'm saying? A tattleteller. I'm going to insert a little clip of him even on the news, basically talking to the news, telling them that, he was witness to somebody getting shot. I can't remember if that person was unalive or not, but he gave it 2 cents about that. And when, that fire came towards him, he said he was a crisis actor. This man said he was a crisis actor. Like, man, ain't nobody gonna believe that. And it was also said too that, Ceddy Nash has told on his brother or something like that before. Man, y'all go to check out Byron Blake because he be on them dudes. You know what I'm saying? He don't be playing with Ceddy Nash and all them neither. So it's just funny, man. And the reason why I played the clip that I played at the very beginning of this video, this whole video that I'm making now, is to show you that for him to be trying to push a narrative about somebody telling, he's running around with a major, you know what I'm saying, truth teller, which is Woody. You know what I mean? I didn't get that, because in the beginning, he was the one that exposed Woody for being a teller and all that stuff like that. And now they buddy. They super duper cool. They tight. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand Charleston White. He trolls everybody. He gets on, you know what I'm saying? He get on any and everybody. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a surprise when you seen Charleston White get on these platforms and talk crazy and all that other stuff. But some people, you'll think they have a little bit more morals and ethnics to themselves, and they don't, bro. It's just the internet, man. But I'm definitely finna play this clip for y'all, man, and we'll come right back.
When you heard the argument, was it a long argument? Was it just short? Did it seem like they knew each other?
It was static. And his friend was like, he not even a part of this. You know, he not a part of this.
And boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
So to go on this smear campaign, man, when, you know, your closet ain't all the way cleaned out neither, man, and, you know, and basically throwing, you know, your internet or your YouTube platform around in the form to try to destroy other people, it's corny, man. It's whack. You know, it's a flag on the play. You know, he done lost a couple subscribers because of that, you know, probably which he don't care because he got a big enough following, man. But if you supposed to be a real one, man, that's just not even cool, man. But on some good news, you do got Young Thug just dropped a new album, that Y Scooty. I can't remember how you pronounce that. Y'all go check that out. Not only that, Lucci dropped a new project, Already Legend. You know what I mean? You know, the A-Town, they staying down and they finna, you know, go in. Not to mention, both of them boys got features with each other on both of their albums, man. So that's a good look for them. Not only them, but to the city too, man. But I'm gonna end this right here. Catch y'all on the next one, man.
Mean.
Well, man, head up, chin up, fuck that, nigga. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga. And we fight to get out this bitch.